One of the biggest grifters that has ever been on YouTube just got fined $53 million by the FTC for lying to his customers. Now, the individual that I'm talking about in this video is known as Kevin David. His real name is Kevin Hulse. If you've been on YouTube at all in the past couple years, you've probably seen ads of his. He constantly would run ads, especially from 2017 to 2019, promoting his Amazon FBA course, which he sold for thousands of dollars. And then he later sold other courses on cryptocurrency, on Shopify, and an Amazon automation course, which he eventually sold for $100,000 to get into that course. Now, this individual was heavily promoted by some of the best known and biggest names on YouTube. Graham Stephan heavily promoted this guy. He was on his channel multiple times. Graham Stephan actually went to Kevin David's house, toured the whole thing, promoted his course.
What's up, you guys? It's Graham here. So I'm here at a friend's house, Kevin David. He just bought this insane place. I drove 2.5 hours to get down here to check out this house. So let's go and see it. It looks absolutely amazing, and it looks like there's a bit of a bridge here. So the real estate agent in me is just like freaking out over all of this. So let's see the way. Yeah, it's a bridge. Yeah, you know you've made it when you have a home that has like a mini bridge that gets into the front door. So let's check this out. MTV style cribs video. Oh, here we go.
Welcome to the crib, baby.
There we go. Thanks, man. Beautiful home.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, guys, meet Kevin David.
Nice to meet you guys. Grandma always welcome in the home.
Let's check it out.
Shelby Church, who is another big YouTuber as well, actually invited Kevin David on her channel to talk about Amazon FBA.
This is a product that has made millions. So how do I know this? Well, I kind of went down a rabbit hole of watching YouTube videos about it, and also I know an Amazon seller who's been really successful and gave me the inside scoop.
Well, I mean, there's a million ways to make money online, but the problem is like most of them just don't work well, or if they do, it's like you're spending an hour to make like $1.
Yeah. So you guys may remember Kevin David from my follow-up video to how much money a million views gets. And his entire channel basically is about how to make money online. And he's done it a number of different ways actually, but a big one is from being an Amazon seller. I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this stuff, I didn't believe it was real. Like, I just seemed too good to be true.
Now, these videos from these other creators are still on their channel years later promoting this scam artist, Kevin David. And I don't know if they're ever going to remove these videos, but hopefully at this point they will, because this guy is now a confirmed scammer. So I'll go ahead and pull up the complaint in just a minute, but one thing I want to say is I actually called this guy out in 2019 for being a scammer, and up until a couple months ago, my video calling him out was actually the highest viewed video on my channel, and several people actually commented saying that they are happy that they watched the video, and it protected them from actually not going ahead and buying his course. So I'm very happy that I was able to get at least a few people to not give this scammer any money. Now, another person who actually called him out was obviously CoffeeZilla, and CoffeeZilla had a much bigger reach, of course, and Kevin David actually threatened CoffeeZilla with a lawsuit claiming if he continued to talk negatively about him, he would sue him. So CoffeeZilla then actually made more videos where he didn't actually say his name in the video. If you actually watch the video, He Who Shall Not Be Named, that's in reference to Kevin David. Kevin David is a massive scammer who tried to silence anyone who talked negatively about him. Okay, so I'll pull up the complaint and show you what the FTC filed against him. Now, this is now final. There is a judgment against Kevin David. He has to pay millions of dollars. He doesn't have to pay the full $53 million, and I'll go over as to why that is. It's actually good news that he doesn't have to pay, so I'll go over. But let's go over the complaint as to what it actually says. So it says Hulse and Arnett. Hulse is Kevin David. Hulse is his real and last name. Arnett was his lackey who did a bunch of his work for him. Hulse and Arnett promoted themselves as experts with years of experience working with Amazon, offering to build consumers profitable online Amazon businesses under a variety of program names, including Amazon Autopilot, AMZ Autopilot, AMZ DeFi, Amazon Automation, Amazon Done For You, and Amazon Done With You. These programs range from $5,000 to $100,000, purportedly providing various levels of service and access to products. Now, like I said, back in 2019, when I first talked about this guy, he just had his cheaper course. Was basically he just told you how to create your own Amazon store. All the information was outdated. He presented it. It was a very easy way to make, $100,000 a year. You could quit your day job, do this full time. It simply wasn't true. Now, he actually got much greedier, which you can see later on. He had courses, Amazon Automation, where he would set up the entire program. He'd set up a whole functioning business for you for only the small price of $100,000, and then he would say that that course would make you hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. And it's crazy to me that there are people who gave him $100,000 to set up a program for him. If you actually think logically, there's no reason why this would exist. If Kevin David could create an Amazon store for $100,000 that could make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and he's done this before, why would he need your money? He could just do this himself. You're just a middleman in that situation. There's no reason why this would even need to exist. Defendants advertise that the Amazon Done For You program typically generates 50 to 80% in annual returns, generally outperforms the stock market, and that purchasers can eventually sell their Amazon business for 6 figures. Defendants claim that their Amazon Done For You program is best for people looking to supplement or replace their 9-to-5 income. They promise to teach purchasers how to open and run a successful Amazon store, while Amazon will provide customers. Defendants' earnings claims are false or unsubstantiated. Most purchasers are unlikely to earn the advertised income, and many, if not most, lose money. I've been saying that for years. These guys who sell these courses, much like Meet Kevin, they make the majority of their money from selling the courses, not from what they actually teach in the course. Now, unlike Meet Kevin does the same thing as a bunch of these courses. Now, Meet Kevin is smarter in the fact that he doesn't have these claims that you'll make a ton of money. He doesn't say, oh, if you take my course, you'll make $100,000. Oh, if you take this, you'll be rich. He's smart enough to realize that if he actually put that information, said that when he's trying to sell the course, he could get sued for a lot of money. So he's smarter than Kevin David was, but it's basically the same thing. They're selling you pickaxes. They know that, you know, Amazon FBA, they know that crypto trading bots, which is another thing that Kevin David tried to sell, they know this stuff isn't really going to make them very rich. Selling the courses is where the real money is. Now, the complaint also goes on to say that Kevin would try to silence any of his customers that spoke out badly about his product. One of the customers actually sent out a mass email to other customers of Kevin David and said, are any of you making money? And a bunch of them responded, no, we're not making any money. And then Kevin threatened to sue the initial person that sent that email out to everyone, trying to get information if other people are making money. Now, this was the initial complaint that was filed. There has since been a settlement in the case, and they were initially supposed to pay $52,929,000. That's how much Kevin David had to pay back to, you know, give the money back to all the customers that he defrauded. He made about $54 million total over the course of since about 2017 selling all these courses. So that's a ton of money that he made defrauding people, and he had to give pretty much all of it back. Now, what's really interesting about this is the FTC says that he only has to pay $2,600,000. Now, you may be thinking, that's terrible. He should have to pay all of it. Why does he only have to pay $2,600,000, right? And the reason for that is because Kevin David does not have $52 million. He invested a lot of this money back into his companies to continue to grow them. He actually spent millions and millions of dollars in ads on YouTube, right? He spent millions of dollars trying to get people to sign up through the ads on YouTube. So he doesn't have anywhere near $52 million. The FTC believes that he has about $2,600,000, and they say, you know, you got to give us everything you have left to pay back the customers you defrauded, and he can no longer sell these courses going forward. Now, there is the possibility that Kevin David is possibly hiding some of his money. I know that he was heavily involved in cryptocurrency, so he may be hiding some in there, but it does say, the judgment does say that the FTC will be looking into his finances, and if they find that he hid any money, if any money was hidden, because he said he only had 2.6 million basically. If it shows that he hid any money, then he then has to go and pay the remainder of the almost $53 million judgment. So this guy got completely boned for what he did. This guy was riding high for a long time. He had a multi-million-dollar home. He had several. He had a home in San Diego. I know he bought another mansion in Las Vegas, Nevada as well. This guy had multiple Lamborghinis that he would often show off on his channel. This guy was riding high, and like I said, was heavily promoted by some of the biggest YouTubers, Graham Stephan, Shelby Church. This guy, it's just amazing to me that this guy finally got what was deserved to him. When I made my initial video about this guy back in early 2019, I really did not think that anything serious would ever happen to him. I thought maybe he'd get a small fine here or there, but the fact that basically all of his money is gone at this point, everything has to go back to paying back the customers he defrauded, is absolutely amazing. I'm just blown away by this. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if like people like Graham Stephan or Shelby Church will take down their videos promoting this guy, but it's crazy that this guy is now going under. Hopefully this will continue. Hopefully these other scammers that have been selling these false courses where you can't actually make money, but they say you can make a ton of money. Hopefully these guys will all go down. But I'd love to hear your comments below. What do you think about Kevin David being fined $53 million and basically having to declare bankruptcy and pay what little he had, which was $2.6 million?